Hello, this is Christine Cohen Park, and I'm going to recommend a book for my Friday reads. I'm in the lovely Lewes Waterstones. I think I can show you a picture of this lovely little bookshop, full of character, formerly a solicitor's office, much beloved of the town. So that's Lewes Waterstones. And my book for this week is by Abraham Verghese. Now it's coming out in paperback next week, and the bookshop are just between the hardback and the paperback. So I don't have a copy. It's called The Covenant of Water, as I say, by Abraham Verghese. He's an absolutely lovely writer. And his last book, which I will show you a copy of, called, there we have it, Cutting for Stone, I thoroughly recommend as an introduction to him. It's one of those books with a complex story, so it didn't catch the headlines, I think, but it's the book that people passed around and mentioned one-to-one. Have you read Cutting for Stone, my favourite book of the year? And at the time, it was certainly one of mine. It says about it on the cover that Marion and Shiva Stone, born in a missionary hospital in Ethiopia in the 1950s, are twin sons of an illicit union between an Indian nun and a British doctor, bound by birth, but with widely different temperaments. They grow up together in a country on the brink of revolution. And it's the story of the doctor who adopted them. It's the story of Ethiopia in the 1950s. It's wonderful on the political background, so naturally one that appeals to me very much because of my own book, recently finished, Bye Bye Apartheid Road, about Israel. But yes, you really see the background in Ethiopia and get to understand the politics. But it's such a human story, the doctor who adopts these two children. And it's wonderful on family life. And it's wonderful on the hospital. The writer, Verghese himself, was a doctor who then became a writer later and very much draws on his medical background. So it's a story in Ethiopia, and the last part in New York, equally fascinating. Now, the latest book, which I'm just beginning to dip into, called The Covenant for Stone, The Covenant of Stone, is set in India, so a different setting, but also has the strong medical background. And it looks set to be an extraordinary book too. There's quite a number of years between these two books, which is always interesting because it suggests that the author has had time to do some deep thinking. And it's an Oprah choice, and I will be able to say more about it next week. This is Christine Cohen Park on Book Reads.